Hockey would look different if you were watching a game from 1920. When the Falcons are playing in Europe in the Olympics, the other teams look like they're dressed to play soccer. I mean, they have some knee pads on. They probably have shin pads under their socks. But if you see the pictures of the Swedish team, the Swiss team, they look like a soccer team. The game was rough. I wouldn't say there were no fights, but I mean, there was a lot of stick work, slashing, and cross-checking. So in that way, the game would be rougher than what we've become used to. I mean, for a lot of the time the Falcons were playing, hockey had the seventh player on the ice, which was a rover. There was limited forward passing and even no forward passing at times. There wouldn't have been a lot of fighting. But there was a lot of high sticks. That was the sort of violence du jour, I think, was, and the sticks were heavy wooden sticks, not like these, composite things they use now. I think they all understood they didn't wear a lot of protective equipment, so it could hurt you as much to check me as it hurt me, to be checked. But there was a lot of hooking and slashing and high sticking. That was how the game was violent.
As far as I know, the equipment was fairly primitive. The players had shin pads. Well, the Falcons had shin pads, and they probably had elbow pads. But there were no helmets or anything like that, and no padding in any of the clothing. Well, the Falcons were very gentlemanly. In their spare time, they were trying to coach the European teams to play hockey better. They were very nice about everything. I mean, they were Canadians. They did what Canadians do. They were nice to people. They helped them. They ended up giving their sticks to the Swedes at the end of the Olympics.
And perhaps it's because of the prejudice they know they have faced in their lives. They make an effort to work with the European teams to help them improve, that they're not going to run up the scores. Europeans had been playing European tournaments before, but this is the first time they'd really seen top-level Canadian and American competition, and it did really boost the game in Europe. Olympic competition today, the Russians, the Czechs, the Finns, the Swedes are all, legitimate contenders. In a way, really traces back to 1920 and Canada sort of teaching the game rather than just beating up on these guys.